between you and you. Hey, welcome back. Close your eyes. One breath in and let it go. Whatever happened today, leave it at the door. You're here now. That's enough. Let's begin. So, you're both here. That's already something. I know this might feel a little awkward. You're about to sit across from someone you probably talk to every day, and I'm going to ask you to talk to them differently. Not harder, just differently. Here's the setup. I'm going to give you a few prompts, questions, or sentence starters, and then I'm going to go quiet and let you actually talk to each other. There's no right answer to any of these. There's no winning. The only rules are, when one person is talking, the other person just listens. Not waiting to respond, not preparing a rebuttal. Just listening. And when it's your turn to talk, you speak from your own experience. I feel instead of you always. That one change makes everything different. One more thing before we start. The point of this isn't to solve anything. It's to be heard. Those are two very different things. Most of us think we want solutions when what we actually want is for the other person to understand what it's like to be us. Okay, let's ease in with something light. Turn to your partner. I want each of you to finish this sentence. One thing I've never told you that I appreciate about you is it can be small, it can be specific. Actually, the more specific, the better. Not, I appreciate that you're kind. More like, I appreciate that you always put my water glass on my side of the bed. One person goes first, then switch. Good. Notice how that felt. Even something simple like that, saying a specific true kind thing to someone's face, most of us almost never do it. We think it, but we don't say it. Let's go a little deeper. This one might feel harder. Take your time with it. I want each of you to finish this sentence. Something I've been holding on to that I haven't known how to say is. This isn't about dropping a bomb. It could be something small that's been nagging at you, a moment that stuck, a feeling you've been sitting with. It doesn't have to be a revelation. Sometimes the most important unsaid things are quiet ones. One person goes first. The other person's only job is to listen, not to fix, not to defend, not to explain. Just receive it. When the first person is done, the listener says, "Thank you for telling me that." That's it. Then you switch. That might have been uncomfortable. That's okay. Discomfort in a conversation like this usually means you're in the right place. It means something real is happening. If what your partner shared surprised you, sit with that. You don't have to respond to it right now. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is just hold what someone told you without immediately trying to do something about it. Let's shift. This is the deepest one. Each of you finish this sentence. Something I'm afraid to need from you is. This one is hard because it requires two kinds of vulnerability at once. You're admitting you need something, which most of us have been trained to hide. And you're admitting you're afraid, which is even harder. It might sound like, I'm afraid to need reassurance because I don't want to seem needy. Or I'm afraid to need space because I don't want you to think I'm pulling away. Or something completely different. Same format. One person speaks, the other listens. Thank you for telling me that. Then switch. What you just did is something most couples never do. Most people in relationships talk around the real thing. They argue about dishes when they're actually hurt about feeling invisible. They go quiet when they're actually terrified of being too much. They keep the peace when what they really want is to be known. You just skipped all of that and went straight to the real thing. I want to leave you with one thought. You don't have to do this perfectly. You don't have to process everything that just came up tonight. Some of what was shared might need days or weeks to settle. That's normal. That's how real conversations work. They keep unfolding after the words stop. The fact that you sat down together and chose to be honest, that already changed something between you, even if you can't see it yet. If you want, take a few minutes after this ends to just sit together. You don't have to say anything. Sometimes being in the same room, in the same silence, after something real has been said, that's its own kind of intimacy. Thanks for doing this, both of you.